Hello and welcome to High Caliber TV, or source for figure and model updates every Wednesday and Friday. So today on Figure Friday, after a long break, I'm going to be showing the Bodi miniatures that we got in before I went to the UK for IPMS Telford Scale Model World. So that was amazing. I put some pictures up on Instagram, blah blah blah. I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about Bodi right now. This is such a cool figure and update company out of Hungary, and thanks to everybody in Canada and America who were so adamant that we picked these guys up. I really appreciate the suggestion, because I had only sort of heard about them, but everybody was saying no, you have to check them out. So I finally said, all right, we'll take a look. And turns out it's a great company, really fantastic service, and we now stock them. So yeah. I want to start with the SS Panzer Recon Officer. I took the liberty of buying one for myself because I think this is probably my favorite figure in their line. And as you can see, I replaced the original head with an Alpine sculpt because I just dig. This is one of my favorite heads that Mr. Harms has done. It's the Recon Officer head with cap over top of bandage, or you could just call it a head wrap, I suppose, for the cold. But yeah, figure is absolutely fantastic. Minimal cleanup, just the usual stuff. Feet, this is a single component cast. I believe there was a little bit of a mold line down here, but I've fixed it up, and it's just going to take a little bit of green stuff to completely repair. But other than that, it's absolutely Jake. So one thing that I've noticed about Bodi in my limited experience working with them is that you can see this sheen off the figure, and that is mold release, and you can even feel it a little bit. But all you have to do is grab your trusty old toothbrush, rub it, maybe use some paper towel that you've got hanging around, and clean that up before you prime it. And then you're good to go. So yeah, awesome figure, really great stuff. Let's move on to the U.S. Infantry Officer and NCO kit. These figures also come separately as well, if you're not interested in getting them as a pair. So they come, like most figures do, in their individual bags. Let's take a look. So this figure has a couple more components than the Recon Officer from German side. Really awesome. And a really cool detail is they've got the M1, I guess that's a sort of ubiquitous bandolier, but his carbine ammo is in this, and you attach that to the slings that are already there. Give it a nice hang. And that's the great thing about when a company can recognize that something should be separately cast in order to give it its own proper weight and distinction from the figure. Like a lot of companies, and it's great when they do it, put the bandoliers as a as a component on the figure. It's all in the cast, but sometimes I think it really gives it that little bit of extra weight when it's a separate piece. Yeah, it looks great. Sorry, it's not a carbine, it's just an M1. So there you go. The officer now. And again, there's a little bit of sheen, but not too much. Really fantastic. I absolutely love the pose choice in these figures, how they're all sort of just standing around with their hands in their pockets. I think it's great when a company can take sort of a style like casual poses. Alpine does that absolutely fantastically. So does Bodi, and yeah, sort of make it their own and make that the style that they're known for. I think that's awesome. Great definition in the gear. Fantastic heads as well. Bodi does their own headsets like Alpine does, which is great value for the money if you're looking to get extra heads for your dragon figures or mini art. Great stuff. Hand's got the cigarette, if you can see that, if I can get it to focus, already cast in there, which is a really great detail, so you don't have to find the proper gauge of plastic rod for that. great stuff. And last but not least, we've got another figure at rest, the US Tank Crewman. Another basically single cast figure with a separate head. Absolutely awesome. That clutch holster there, really great stuff. Again, pretty much flawless, except for the basic cleanup that you'd have to do on the feet, but like I've said before, they couldn't really choose a better position to put the casting block because the feet are going to be obscured by the ground anyway when they're standing, or on the vehicle or whatever. So if you're going to have any scuffs or damages from casting block removal, that's the place to put them. So yeah, awesome stuff, really great figures. I will gladly take any suggestions that anyone has into consideration. Post them in the comments or send me a message on Facebook about lines that you'd like us to stock. Probably won't take them all into action, but I really do appreciate the suggestions, things like that. Thanks to the people who I got to meet at Telford. I know some people thought that Alan and I were too busy to say hello, but we really would have appreciated to get to meet some more people there. It's always good to meet people from around the world, new modelers, exchange ideas and things like that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.